I can't tell you what the GOP's agenda is right now. And I couldn't tell you what it was before midterms, by the way. Well, we knew a few things. One, it was they're going to go after Social Security and Medicare. That was really the only discernible policy item I could see, which is surprise, not very popular. Um, and right now, I mean, apart from the investigations that you're hearing the Republican Party promise, you're also kind of seeing these like uh, discrete, not actually not so discrete, but pushes for things like amnesty.
Yeah, for sure. And I want to ask you a little bit about what you said about Social Security, because I've seen that. I've seen some people say that, oh, this was a message in a certain swing area and that really hurt us, things like that. I don't know who's saying this. Who is pushing for getting rid of Social Security? And is that a lot of people, or what have you kind of found with that?
Kevin McCarthy was one of the main people that was talking about how the agenda after midterms was going to be basically cutting or quote unquote reforming, but I mean everyone knows what that means. Reforming what the Republican Party calls entitlement programs. Obviously, a lot of people don't like to call them entitlement programs because you pay for them, right? Like you pay for Social Security. But that was what McCarthy was saying, and other Republicans, but obviously most prominently McCarthy, were saying right before the midterm elections that our one of our top priorities is going to be going after programs like Social Security and Medicare. But if you look around to see, okay, what else is the Republican Party talking about? I really couldn't tell you. That's why I was kind of surprised because this is a question I was asking myself because sometimes I wonder, am I just kind of a crank that I'm not seeing kind of like the good messaging here? But I talk to consultants. Obviously, I do my own reporting and all that, and really no one had a clue. It was just really highlighting that the Biden administration and the Democrats are doing bad things. From our view, from their point of view, they're doing great things, and I'm sure their base agrees. But that's not enough. You can't just have a negative agenda, which is the other side is bad, so vote for us. You actually have to have a positive agenda. You have to give people a vision for what kind of country you're going to create and what kind of future you're going to carve out for them if they empower you.
For sure. No, we definitely need a positive agenda. I do think it was really mostly running on Biden's bad. There's so much inflation. Gas prices are high. Don't vote for the Democrats, vote for Republicans. And that was, I think, a common message. But other than that, I think, like you were saying, there was probably some messages coming from Kevin McCarthy that were different from messages coming from maybe certain candidates in certain areas. And so I think there was a lot of mixed messaging, and there wasn't a clear vision for what we want to put forward moving forward. But I saw that you recently were tweeting about Brandon Judd, the National Border Patrol Council president, who has pressed